You're now listening to the Garage Guys Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Welcome in to the Garage Guys NFL. I'm sorry. Hey guys, it's me, it's Garage Guy Chase. Welcome to and Chef Boy.
My knee.
Chef Boy, not your knee.
Aaron Rodgers might be hurting because he got that butt beat. My knee.
Lots of 4 needles of Vicodin right to the knee, straight to the knee. Yeah. Welcome to the Garage Guys NFL Week 6 recap. You're here. This is one of the new ways that the Garage Guys are doing the Garage Guys Fantasy Sports Podcast, because now that we do RotoBaller on the before the games and the races, this is how we do our recap. So we're here to give you football, and of course you can check out the NASCAR recap of the Kansas Speedway Hollywood Casino 400, and it should be up on the network as well.
We all wear the same clothes. We did not change.
Exactly, yeah. I'm wearing the same thing I'm wearing the NASCAR one, guys. So is Drew. Show off that beautiful shirt, by the way, Chef Boy.
I bought this to me when we went to Charlotte. The Garage font, though, is supposed to be darker blue. Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit darker. That was a prototype shirt. Me and him both have prototypes. They are only for us. You cannot buy them. But you can get the real deal if you go to GarageGuysFantasySports.com. Yes, we have a website, www.GarageGuysFantasySports.com. There's a store on there. A lot more is coming. Yes, we're in talks right now with our designers. We're getting some shirts made, some epic things we've talked about here on the podcast. So for the long-term Garage fam, you'll know some of these shirts and what they are, and we'll have them up there for you guys to grab, as well as shirts for our shows and everything else. And then a lot more exciting stuff to come in 2021. So get ready. But so the show is brought to you by our own website, of course, and it's brought to you by RotoBaller, where you can get chef bets and NFL DFS rankings, and, of course, the NFL DFS preview show on RotoBaller YouTube. Get over to RotoBaller.com, use promo code GARAGE. You'll be able to get all the premium NFL content you can handle. Probably you should have had it last week. You need it this week, too. And we'll go ahead and just cut that ad short and get right to it. Chef, you're up 30 units on the season.
Yeah,
on the season.
40 and 19, and I did jinx myself, Chase. I hate to be go straight to the loser, but you realize I texted you and I was like, I'm about to go 8-0, and then the Bucs and Packers literally did not score a single point from the third quarter.
It hurt. It hurt.
Point.
And look, we're very transparent here. So yeah, literally, it was just I'm looking back at what you were telling me right now. There's so much.
So I had the over, Chase. I had over 55 points, Packers, Bucs, and it was at 48 when I texted you.
Yeah.
And it was a whole hour left of game. So
it's okay. It's okay though. You know why? You know why it's okay?
I went 7-1.
You know what? You went 7-1. You know why it's okay, Garage fan? Because Garage Guys Fantasy Sports is home to the best NFL bettor alive in 2020 right now. That's correct. He's the best. And he may not want to be a cocky boy, but that's why Garage Guys here, because I'm going to be a cocky boy for him.
The run is unbelievable. I'll say that. And I'm not going to, I'll let you call me the best.
Best in the nation.
Although I have went –
States of America.
Hey, I have went and checked a lot of the big, sites and see how their records are holding up, and I'm up there.
He's the best. He's the best in the nation.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody that works for every sports betting site, they use his picks. That's what we'll say. They should. Yeah. And you should too, and you could. RotoBaller.com.
You know how I keep telling you that eventually I'm gonna have one of these weeks where I go 2-8 and I have that cooler that's gonna in the
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The bad week was a 5-5 week, which was fine. So
can you do a little chef cook? Can you do a little chef cooking? Can you show us how you cook up?
I want to have the outfit.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. That's fair. So let's talk about how we got here. Week 6 NFL, a lot of crazy action, and I'm gonna obviously I stopped watching a lot of NFL. I was following loosely on the app. So it makes total sense for you to take us into the NFL day. Let's talk about some of these games, some of your favorite plays. Let's talk about some of the action that went down in Week 6.
Yeah, for sure. I was definitely watching the race and watching NFL. So I had my audio in my ear on the NFL, and then I had my phone on the race. So I was able to pay attention to NFL.
Good.
Probably a little bit more than you were. I'm not sure. It seems
I was
like
balls deep in NASCAR.
Dude, I want to go ahead and say this. You didn't miss much in the afternoon, so I want to go ahead and knock that out first. I literally wrote down here on my piece of paper, afternoon snooze fest. So there was only 2 games, and we had the Dolphins and the Jets. The Dolphins beat Adam Gase 24-0. It was the first shutout of the season. And then the other game was supposed to be the marquee game, Chase, and that was the Bucs versus the Packers, and that was literally a pick-em spread. It was literally pick who you think's going to win because the spread's so tight, and the Bucs just whooped them. So I literally wrote snooze fest, and I don't even think we have to talk about these 2 games. I'm sure you want to get like a few jabs in at Adam Gase.
Yeah, bug-eyed. I told you guys. I told you guys on the RotoBaller NFL DFS preview show. He does not care. All he wants to give him a box of smelling salts. He's ready to roll. He just wants to sit there and just sniff stuff. You traded away Le'Veon Bell like an idiot, and you had like the best thing ever. The problem is you can't coach. So ha to you. Yeah, best guy ever. I'm sure that's a big exaggeration. But I'll never forget when Le'Veon Bell had the video of him in the booty club. He was in the strip club, and the girl had that big booty, and he was just like playing on it. He was playing on the booty, and that was.
If I've ever seen.
You never seen that video?
Was that from when he was with the Steelers?
That was when he was when he was taking the year off, and like he was getting ready to go somewhere else. Like, dude, it's just him like just playing a girl's butt, and everybody was just like,
is he in the club, or is he like having some people over his house?
No, he's in the club. Like, he's in like a strip club where they like serve like food, like the buffet kind of strip club. He's in one of those strip clubs. Yeah, big cellulite booty, just tapping on it. Just yeah. So there was a lot of fun jabs there, but yeah, he's gone. It sucks. Look, you're the Jets. You suck.
Joe Flacco just looked like he was having a miserable time out there today.
Howard Bender is a big Jets fan, friend of the show. I love to say this. There's 2 great sayings for the Jets before I do take a little jab here at Green Bay. For the Jets, just endure the suffering because it will always be there forever until Joe Montana literally like figures out a way to like have become a ghost while he's still alive, or until he stops doing the Colonial Penn commercials at least. And then my favorite line of Big Daddy, the goddamn Jets. So shout out to the goddamn Jets. The Green Bay game, yeah, my knee. Lots of needles in Aaron Rodgers' knee. Dude, you drafted the Buccaneers defense early in the year. You're a big fan of Todd Bowles. 19 fantasy points for them Bucs against Green Bay. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, I would lie. I would be lying if I said that I thought they would do that well today. I actually thought this would be a shootout that the Bucs would probably win. Turns out it was a lot of Ronald Jones and not a lot
Gronk.
And Gronk coming out.
18 fantasy points on DraftKings. Heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy on the licorice.
Dude, the Bucs are just they're a complete team, man. I mean, they're just a complete team. Both sides.
They had to get kickstarted. They had to get a kickstart. But this is the problem with that. As a Saints fan, this is really bad for us Whodats that are watching the show, okay? This is not a good look. So
you're more worried than the Whodats are. The Whodats are going to say that the Bucs are overrated. This was only the second game that they've had both Godwin and Mike Evans in the field, Chase. So,
yeah, I know. So here's the deal with that. You say that, they're going to say the Bucs are overrated. This is very rare. You won't hear me say this a lot. It's because I'm a realistic Saints fan and an NFL fan at that. Like I call it like I see it, and you saw it today. You beat the Green Bay Packers. So
they're coming up in 2 weeks, though, and you guys do have us on the head. I'm saying us for Bucs. Like I'm just a Bucs fan. I'm avoiding talking about another bullet point here about the Patriots. I'm gonna save that one for later because I'm really a butthurt about that. But
this is the most interesting thing before we do get off this game. Devontae Adams was back.
Yes, and it didn't matter.
That says a lot.
Dude, Devontae Adams is good. Are you a hot take guy on Devontae Adams?
No, he is good. He's a great wide receiver. It just says a lot that like the Buccaneers did this with Devontae back.
Okay. I got you. I thought you were
That's
trying to
scary, dude. That's scary.
To view Julio and Devontae Adams as the same. I know you're a Julio hater.
Oh no, dude. No, Devontae Adams. Like, here's Julio Jones. Sorry. We can get way down. Here's Julio Jones. He's on the floor. I don't care. See, this is where I'm unrealistic. I don't care. So, yeah, no, Devontae Adams is freaking amazing, dude. So that just says a lot about that defense, dude. Like it's just like they sparked today. Like Tampa Bay.
It was a great all-around game for the Bucs. That's all I'll say. It wasn't like an eye-popping game from Brady statistically. Didn't see too much from the receivers either production-wise, but they didn't really need it. They were in control of the game. The defense played well.
Gronk and Rojo.
The last comment I wanted to make on the Dolphins, since I didn't say anything, we didn't see our guys produce that we wanted to, Chase. I mean, they won 24-0, but 0 points from our tight end. And Devontae Parker also, I think, got injured during the game. So we'll be monitoring that. I don't think it's serious. So.
No, it's not too serious, but they didn't have to. I mean, that's the thing. And I think that's one thing we didn't take into account is how bad the Jets are. And that just makes things easier for everyone else. I mean, like, I think that, like, Myles Gaskin was, like, right underneath Fitzpatrick with, like, the most fantasy points out of these guys. I know that Ryan had, like, 18 fantasy points. The defense just did work, and they just, they kept it very easy breezy. I do want to say this, though. I did say, like, I feel like the ball's going to be going all around. And it did. I think that, I mean, it's nothing to like be like, I'm not sitting here trying to be like, oh, look at me. Like, I called all this, but like, dude, Preston Williams, he had 9 fantasy points. The ball got to him. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think the big one was, I was like, Jakeem Grant. And we laughed about it. Jakeem Grant was like a point lower than Preston Williams, dude. He had the ball got around like to the 4th string guy.
Like the definition of just throwing it to the open man.
Yeah, exactly. So that was cool. It was cool to see. I did pick up Jakeem in a couple of leagues that he was just chilling out there, and I was like, I'm just going to plug and play him. We'll see what happens.
Wildness from the entire Dolphins squad there, Chase, that we did not get our Ryan Fitzpatrick truck stick. We might have got it in the field of play, but we didn't get that Ryan Fitzpatrick rushing touchdown that we were kind of dreaming of.
Nope, it got sucked out because Dan Quinn left the door, and the other Ryan actually did get the energy.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, for sure. And that's a perfect segue to one of the games I put on here, which was Falcons finally win. And this is 2 weeks in a row that we've seen the team that fires their head coach bounce back and win a game the following week. So we had butt chin last week and the Texans won. And this week the Falcons came out and curb stomped the Vikings.
This is a trend. This is definitely a trend. This is who will be next. So now I guess really the only thing we have to think about is when Adam Gase gets fired, which he probably won't. I probably would say that like Stefanski would probably get fired in Cleveland before Adam Gase would. So Wall Street Boy,
even with 4-2 record.
yeah, even with 4-2 record, that seems more realistic to me. But yeah, so I don't know if the Jets win, but it's definitely a trend. And as much as I hated it, it was pretty wild, and it ended up producing Julio Jones like 36 fantasy points, Matt Ryan 34. So the two Ryan squared did still break the slate. It just wasn't the Ryan Fitzpatrick we thought it would be. It was Matt Ryan. I will say that, yeah, like, dude, it was just like the perfect game for like Julio too. Like, it's like if you were going to pick a predictable game, everybody was like so heavy on Adam Thielen for this one. Kirk Cousins was just like letting everybody down. He ended up coming back at the end, but this is why I was so terrified, was because Justin Jefferson is the guy that we had in our DFS picks, and I was stupid. Up to the half, bro, I was so nervous. I was just like, this sucks. This blows. And then, like a phoenix from the ashes, here comes Justin Jefferson. 42 motherfucking fantasy points from this guy, bro. Hold that tiger, boy. Hold that tiger.
He went off. Like, the game script was perfect, too. They just abandoned the run game.
Dude, there were so many Adam Thielen tears like all over Twitter.
And he ended up scoring too. This was like the definition of garbage time scoring. Biggest DFS bust possibly of the year, Alex Madison.
Yeah. Alexander Madison had left people in shambles. And so
I could not believe this. Against the Falcons, like it was the perfect game for him to step up. I could not believe it.
I think they just hated Dan Quinn so much that they were pretending this whole time.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me. It's just like Dan Quinn, like literally he probably smelled really bad. He probably didn't shower for like 4 weeks. They were just getting tired of his shit. He always would just like come in from the strip clubs, playing with Le'Veon Bell's big booty girl from that video in 2017. Just cussing him out for no reason, talking about how he used to coach with Pete Carroll. And then they just got fed up with it. And they were like, we're not the fucking the Seahawks. Okay, Dan, and they're like, let's just get him out of here. That makes more sense to me.
So what does Dan Quinn have, though? He has some dirt on your owner there, right?
He probably has hepatitis C. I mean, because of the way that they were fucking – like, dude, this is a completely different team. I don't think the Vikings are that bad. I mean, yeah, like they've given up a lot of points, but it's just like they're not that bad. They can't be that bad.
I think the Vikings are a lot like the Falcons, man. They're just like can beat anybody or lose anybody, honestly.
Yeah. But see here lately, like Kirk turned on the heat like towards the end. Like, dude, it was not garbage time, by the way. That was dumpster time because that's a truckload of trash Justin Jefferson got. And so, yeah, I don't know. I guess Vikings. But here's what's interesting is like this is probably low key good for the Vikings because there's been people talking about how like everyone's trying. The purple people eaters are trying to tank to get Trevor Lawrence. So it can make a lot of – yeah, I think that's a thing, dude. I mean, I would love to see it.
Yeah, they're pretty bad right now. I mean, they're not as good as they've been in previous years. They have an okay roster, but if you build a team around Dalvin Cook, Alex Madison, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, and Trevor Lawrence, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, and just sunshine to JJ all day.
JJ.
Yeah, that's it right there. I'm here for it. Kirk Cousins, it's time for you to go home. Kyle Allen has replaced you at the Washington football team.
Case of what DFS can do for you when a game doesn't matter. Like when the game is out of control and the outcome's decided, you're still like sitting there pumped up watching DFS for this game.
Yeah, I mean that game was out of control, but can we both agree that I think that the most wildest out of control game today, like, was just like it was literally the best game of the day. The best game of the day, Houston and Tennessee.
I was gonna be really mad at you if you said something other than this game. So,
dude, my Titans fandom is real.
I have to ask you something off the jump, and this is not the main takeaway from this game, but I have to ask you because I thought about you. Johnny Smith got injured, and before he was injured, he only had a catch. Are you worried about the Frisker? The dude went off. He had over 100 yards receiving, had 8 catches and a touchdown. Are you worried about Jonnu's like splitting time now?
I'm sorry, my brain. I almost cried. Yeah, dude. I mean,
everybody produced in this game. This was a fantasy game where everyone produced, so maybe we shouldn't be worried. But I have to ask.
It was, man. Like this Frisker guy, I was just like, look, you're not cool.
I think you should love him. His name's Frisker.
You're not Jonnu. No, dude, I can't. Look, I'm not that kind. I'm not gonna flip flop on my guys like that.
No, I'm not saying you flip flop. He would just be like, if Jonnu actually is hurt, it's okay to root for him.
If Jonnu's really hurt, then yeah, dude, because he got all of Jonnu's production.
He did.
And that hurts because it's like I feel like we didn't make a bad call. I feel like we didn't make a bad call. The DFS pick, yeah, like Jonnu had like 2 points, but like yeah, he did get the injury. But 28 fantasy points for Anthony Firsker, whatever. I don't know.
Dude, everybody went off. A.J. Brown, 2 touchdowns. Derick Henry went off like 42 DraftKings points.
Now let's talk about Derick because Derick did. I know. Look, all right. I got to face it head on. I love Jonnu. I hope you get better, bro. My heart's been hurting all day. This is real talk. This is coming from Garage Guy Chase. Look, bro, I'm here, dog. You need some soup. You need some books, some highlight magazines, any of that shit. I got you, bro. Holla at me. All right. For real. Get better, dog. Love you. To the moon. But yeah, Derrick Henry.
Get a room.
I don't know. No, he probably don't like me as much as I like him. I can bet on that. Derrick Henry, bro. He literally, like, dude, hands down, dude, you can't fuck with this guy, dude. Like, they literally are like.
This is the old Derrick Henry. Like, I know that the yards have been there this season, but he hasn't been getting in the end zone, and he just said, like, screw it this week. He's like,
this is tired. Derrick Dump Truck Henry, bro. Like, this is him. Like, he's coming through to steal your girl and break down brick walls. This man literally pulled the run he did on the Jaguars a year ago, did it again to the Texans. Like, nobody in the AFC South is fucking safe from this man. Dude, you're at the goal line, bro, and he's just like, out my way, got shit to deliver.
It was wild, man. And it was looking like a Tannehill game, and then he just went nuts in the second half.
The Tannehill still did good, though, man.
No, he still did good, but do you realize, like, Derrick Henry was at, like, single-digit points at halftime?
Yeah, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
all that in the second half.
You should be overly hype that you live in Nashville right now because, like, dude, Nashville is, like, literally I hate to do this to you, bro. Nashville is low-key New England right now. Low-key old-school New England status. Dude, Mike Vrabel's got the heat, bro. Vrabel's got that, dude. Vrabel is in Belichick's head. You remember? All right, the theme of your best bets today was the Water Boy, all right? And you had Coach Klein, and you had I can't think of the other one that Jerry, what's his name, plays from Eastbound and Down. Coach something, and like he stole his playbook, bro. Yeah. That's Vrabel got Belichick's playbook, dog.
Dude, I hate to tell you this, but Taylor Lewan, their tackle that protects Tannehill, run blocks, out for the season, ACL. Not good. They're still rolling. I hate to bring you down off the high horse, but you're almost. I mean, the Titans deserve credit now. People kind of looked at the end of last season like it was a one-time thing. Out the window. Tannehill's good. Derrick Henry's good. A.J. Brown, 2 touchdowns today. It's a complete squad.
Bro, you broke my heart, bro. I didn't know about Taylor Lewan.
Yeah, ACL.
I didn't know about that, dude. That guy has so much energy, like so much good energy. Just like, dude, literally, like I didn't realize they had a podcast like last week, like him and Will Compton busting with the boys. I had no idea that was a deal until I found that, and like just like, dude, that's like two bros, bro, that we just been bro out with right there, and like now you got like half of that bro energy. Yep. So all I gotta say is this, bro. Like, just to make light of the situation, your content game better be strong, Taylor, because I'm gonna be watching. All right,
it's not confirmed that it's torn yet, but it's pretty much confirmed.
God, I hate that, man. Yeah, dude, I don't know though. I love this team, man. I love everything about the Titans, and like I was like when I was a kid, like Warren Moon, the Houston Oilers, like the colors, like that shit,
Oilers,
like yeah, dude, it popped. So like. Obviously, like with Tennessee, like, I've always low key like had like a deal for them. So like now to see them shining like this, it's incredible. So hate the injuries. Jonnu get better.
What a game though! Just an epic game.
They came back. Dude. Now I remember looking at the score because like on Twitter, like Twitter knows I'm a Titans fan now. So like they had the Titans and the Houston game was at the top of my Twitter thing on my phone. So I was following it and I saw Houston was up. And then, like, the next thing I know, like, they won.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. Like, we're going to take this division. You're done. Move aside.
Yeah, I mean, the stats were lopsided towards Tennessee for a while. But let's not take away from some of these guys. I mean, Will Fuller went nuts. Brandon Cooks got back in the end zone for 20 points.
That's real.
Deshaun Watson, I think, had 4 touchdowns and some rushing yards. So, I mean,
35 fantasy points. Dude, it was just it was the game. This was the game to stack. And I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, I stacked it, but where I went wrong, Chase, and this was a critical
Jonnu.
Yes, I had Jonnu in a lot of lineups, but also
no Frisker.
But also, I had a lot of combinations where I did like Tannehill and Brown or Tannehill and Jonnu without Henry. And then I had a lot of Henry without Tannehill or Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the running back in there with.
I need to see a stack of that game that worked.
Oh yeah, it definitely happened. There were some people that threw up 250 DraftKings points today, and it had Will Fuller, it had Derrick Henry, and it had Deshaun Watson.
Probably Frisker.
Had AJ Brown. I don't think people had Frisker. The tight end play was Trey Burton.
Yeah, that was a big one I saw a lot of today too. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie.
Well, Mo Alley Cox was out, so he was popular, but Phillip Rivers loves those tight end. I think that's something we need to look for. Chase is Burton scored twice and Jack Doyle scored. So 3 touchdowns today went to the tight end.
I've been saying that to you for years, man. You remember Antonio Gates, bro? The gates of hell, dude, was always opening up in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
That man loves the tight end. He loves the tight end as much as I do. Me and Phillip should probably be way closer than we actually are. He probably wouldn't like my sex jokes about him, though. But too much.
He'll get over it. Just tell him that he has a lot of testosterone, and he'll be like, okay.
No, he needs more. He's always draining. He's constantly draining.
Garage guy, you know what? You think he convinced me to have a few more kids.
I'm going to put him on a sex regimen and be like, you cannot have sex before games, bro. You got to chill with that. You got to keep your T levels high to get the ball where it needs to go.
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip
Rivers.
Oh, Riverdale, River dancing. All right, what's this next game? We talk about this next game.
We're going to talk about Phillip Rivers. All right, enough of this.
Yeah. Bloodbath. The Steelers bloodbath. I called the bloodbath.
Yes, I actually want to do the Patriots, get that out of the way first. Patriots upset 18-12 in the most classic score. I think Denver's kicker, McManus, had all the points for the
prying McManus.
Wow. 5 field goals for McManus, defeats Cam Newton and Bill Belichick. Who would have thought that at Foxborough? Yeah, in Foxborough.
Dude, I was so pissed because I had the Patriots defense in so many fucking lineups, dude.
They ended up doing something. They had an interception, didn't they?
They had 7 points, I think. It was nowhere near I had a lot of Steelers, and I had a lot, which was good. I definitely cashed.
Screwed your defense. They kept they could not move the ball, and then they were screwing the Pats defense because they were giving them good field position.
The one lineup that I had this year I had one fucking amazing lineup. But you know who I had in that lineup? That was another one of those random people. No, and Kill Harry, dude.
What out of all playing to Kill Harry,
dude. I mean, I
literally couldn't have. No way. And if I would have played 5,000 lineups, he would not have made my lineups.
Yeah, I was getting weird. I got too weird, bro.
Are you using the rankings that your
dude? Yeah, you'd be proud of me. It was just that one lineup, man. That one lineup.
You know how many times I've heard this?
Probably a lot. Let's talk about my successes. Okay. I fucked up, man.
You're gonna make me go pull up what was Nikhil Harry's salary. I'm gonna go look for all the people I would have told.
You get a fucking scolding from you now. It's coming. Dude, I didn't watch much of that game though, man.
It was awful. It was one of the worst games. I'm not saying I'm panicking as a Pats fan, but the Broncos are pretty bottom of the barrel. I mean,
they're trash, bro. Trash.
Their defense has some talent. Melvin Gordon was out, so they had Phillip Lindsay. Drew Lock's back, and Drew Lock has a little bit of promise, but it's going to be the
John Elway's got his heart on again.
People love, all the Cam Newton truthers for the first, 4 games of the season. Then we had the COVID thing. So I'm not saying that this is time to say Newton screwed, but McDaniels, and I think everyone can agree, McDaniels and Cam now face their first serious challenge. Can they overcome this and put together a better offense? Because it was one of the worst offensive performances. Next to Joe Flacco today in the Jets, it was the second worst.
I think that there's just too many people that have Cam figured out, man. I really think it's what it is, and I don't think that they would be wrong to stick them with Stidham.
Dude, that's a hot take.
Stick them Stidham.
I think Cam's fine. It's just
they got to get craftier, man. They have got to get craftier. He's got.
They do.
And I don't know, and I don't want to sit here and just talk like out of my ass because I didn't watch a lot of this game, but just from some of the stuff I've seen, some of the highlights I watched, dude, it was just, I think that like at one point, like what was it, like James White was like the heaviest targeted guy.
But yeah, that happened a lot with Brady, though. I mean,
I don't know.
Your defense of Cam is going to be that he's had coronavirus and they haven't been practicing.
There's been a lot of players that had Rona.
Oh, I know. I just think I'm with you. I think this is the first test. They used all their like Cam Newton, fancy plays that McDaniels had originally envisioned. They used them all. All right, now we're at the wave where people kind of know what they do. So are they going to be able to adjust, or does everybody have Cam Newton figured out? That's what we're going to figure out the next 2 or 3 games.
I'll tell you what that man needs. He just needs a normal polo shirt, a Perry Ellis belt, and a pair of khakis from Banana Republic, and just go to the podium in that and stop wearing like Cato's women's clothes. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. Yeah, there you go.
Dude, don't look now. Dolphins. Patriots. Standings. Yep.
What?
Yeah, the Dolphins are like right there with them. I mean,
Dolphins. Yeah. Dude, this is one of the calls, though, man. It's one of the early calls.
Wait, did we call that?
I think that. No, I mean, I saw the Dolphins getting like a wild card. I feel like they were going to get a wild card.
The Dolphins roster is actually very complete. It's a very solid roster, but it's
Did you see what Lindsay OK tweeted today? Joe Flacco walked so Tua could run. Yo, it died, man. Yeah. All right. Can we get to the Steelers game now? Can we the Steelers?
Yeah, I wanted to tell you that before. I'm not saying the Dolphins are ahead. I'm saying that they are right there with the Patriots. 2-2 Patriots, 2-3 Dolphins. But they're going to play soon, and I'm guessing that because it's the divisional thing, right, Chase? There's going to be at least a game this year where the Dolphins face the Patriots with playoff implications, which is just wild. Which is just wild to me.
Tannehill gonna hit that wop on him. He's gonna whop him, bro. Get ready.
If Fitzmagic trucks somebody in like for a touchdown to like,
he will.
That's gonna be hilarious. I don't know. Do you think they're gonna turn to Tua before we switch?
I mean, the only way I see that happening right now is if like literally like, Fitzpatrick just shits the bed. If he does that normal trend. Yeah, dude, he's been really good in Miami, bro. Like he's done well. Like, I mean, because he was really hot in Tampa Bay, then he went to shit, and then like ever since he's been with Miami, though, dude, like he's just been decently, weirdly consistent.
Yo, they're 3. Actually, they have 3. This was their 3rd win. They're ahead of the Patriots in the standings, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah,
from what I see.
So listen to this.
Okay, I'm listening.
We're getting way too into this game.
You're just a Patriots fan. I expected this, so go.
I'm just thinking, man. I'm looking at so they obviously beat the Jets. Okay, they beat the 49ers 43-17. They only lost to the Seahawks by 1 score. They crushed the Jags. They only lost to the Bills by 3. The Dolphins are doing pretty good.
Dude, they're not bad, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, all it's going to take is, like, once he's set up, dude, and he's, like, good to go, like, Tua is going to be able to lead the charge. Like, Miami's here, dude. Like, that's the thing is, like the Bills are here, Miami's here. The teams that have sucked for so many years, they're here. Like, they've figured their shit out. They've got their money placed right. They found the right talents. They're here, dude. Like, they're – like, the Jets, like it's a cycle, man. It's cyclical. I don't know how else to explain it. But it happens. This is football.
Brian Flores, hats off to him. Everyone was giving him crap when he was trading all those players and getting draft picks, and now they got a squad. So good for him.
Look at that man.
Look at that beautiful Fitzmagic. If you're not on YouTube, you need to be on YouTube to see the picture of Fitzmagic.
Dude, when he did that interview, I remember I was sitting in the living room, and he was just like, my wife, she doesn't really like it, but ladies, I'm taken. Okay. And he's like sitting there rubbing that chest hair. I'm just like, this motherfucker right here. I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love him to death, dude. I love Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. I wonder how many days he has left. Obviously, if they're winning games, he's going to probably stay in. So we'll probably get one more, at least this this season.
Yeah, he's going to have to shit the bed before Tua takes over. Like that's right. That's on God, no cap. That's on God, no cap.
The best part about it is he's probably working himself into another job next year. He'll probably get another job. We'll get more Fitzmagic.
Back to the Jets, the return. The return.
Sam Darnold gets traded. Bring back Fitzmagic. Yeah.
We're trading Sam. We're taking Fitzy.
Yeah, we're taking the guy that has like 2 years left before he dies. We'll take Fitzmagic.
We need Josh Rosen and Fitz on the same team.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Duking it out.
I did not anticipate. I actually had it written here, Patriots upset 18-12, and I had like in parentheses, will be our shortest segment. And that just took us, 15 minutes? So.
Yep, good job for us. Congrats.
Yeah, good job us.
Steelers, get to them. I've been ready.
I'm not even going to say much about this other than this was my I'll give it to you after this. This was my most featured sports bet. I had them in 2 parlays or 2 teasers. And I also had Steelers money line, 4 units to win 2 units or 2.5 units.
Squad.
Bro, this had letdown spot for Cleveland written all over it. Over it. When I saw this and I was like, you're only going to make them 3-point favorites against the Browns. The Browns are who we thought they were. They're just a team that can occasionally play. They're going to put it together for 2 or 3 games a season and look really good. And I'm not believing in them. Sorry. I just don't do it. I just will not believe in them.
Odell's on the perfect team. The Browns. Just had to say that. I'm gonna get off of that eventually. I gotta let that man live. Whether it's in the porta potty or not.
It's funny how much you literally crap on him.
Yeah.
Even though he's an LSU Tiger.
Yeah, I know. Well, that just lets you know how much LSU really matters in my heart. Line up. Shout out Southeastern Louisiana. What up, Southland Conference? We in the building, baby. Line up.
Oh, you're wild now, right?
Bucket of Ponchatoula, baby.
You been reading Red Bulls?
Yes, I have. I had 2 actually.
I can tell.
Yeah, the Steelers are who we thought they were. We said it. We said on the DFS show. No, the Steelers. The Steelers are. The Browns are who we thought they were. So are the Steelers. Because we said it best. Rocking. Big Ben's in the building. He's taking names and just literally just pissing all over people. He is literally the grown man version of the kid that pisses on things on the back of the pickup truck that you see in a very small town. That is Big Ben. And he was just dishing it out everywhere. James Washington today. Shout out to Michelle Mazdick in our Dynasty League because I was up last night when I was picking up Jakeem Grant. She was snagging him off of the waiver. And I was just like, what is this chick doing? And then today he just kapow. I was just like, "What? Who are you, Miss Cleo? Like, get out of here." Claypool, dude.
Juju had like 2 points, but
the Juju is gone, bro. Claypool, Washington, James Conner was looking hot and fresh, and that defense, bro. I told y'all we didn't talk defense. The defense, bro. Like the defense, like Baker got benched, bro, for Case Keenum. I broke my microphone telling y'all that shit. We literally just had to clip this part of the podcast, and we're back. All right?
This was all about the Steelers defense, correct?
Bro, Case Keenum, bro. How many more times I got to say it? He got benched. He got benched for Case Keenum.
You're trying to start headlines, aren't you?
Baker Mayfield, benched.
Baker Mayfield is not
Case.
No.
Case in point. Yo, like, dude, what? Like, dude, it was great. It was great. Steelers rock the house, rock the show, take it over the AFC North. They're just going to be battling out the Ravens, and then that's just how
they're better than the Ravens right now. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Dude, I just don't think the Lamar Jackson can beat their defense, honestly. I hate to say that.
I don't know. I was real pissed off about that. I don't know how much you want to talk about that game. He had 31 fantasy points today, Lamar did, against Philadelphia. But, Philadelphia is a shit show. Shit show.
Back.
Yeah, they still a shit show.
They are.
Ingram.
I wanted to tell you that, dude. Super bad news. Like, we had the injury with Taylor Lewan. And since we're hyping up the Steelers so much, I have to at least say
55.
Major injury news for the Steelers. Devin Bush, star.
55.
Yeah, bro. That would be such a – I know. What did I say on the preview show? Like, the only thing that could stop this team is if Big Ben goes down.
This
probably would be number 2. So,
And Devin Bush is such an important part of that defense, bro. It's gonna be a climb, but dude, I mean, I think they're gonna be fine. I think they'll be okay. But yeah, just wanted to let some letdowns. I don't know. Do we have another one that you want to talk about that had to do with your bets, dude? Did we have another big game?
We covered all the marquee games. Honestly, this was one of the biggest snooze fest. There was not many good games, honestly. But the Texans-Titans was so good that it kind of covered up the rest. And the schedule was designed for the Packers and Bucks to be an epic game in the afternoon.
Yeah, and it just didn't happen.
Right.
Want to give some quick shout outs to the shitheads that let us down. Shout out, and no, Jonnu's not on this list. We love Jonnu. He should have got all of Frisker's points. He just got hurt. Yeah, big shout out to our homie Nick Westbrook Akeem, wide receiver. Shout out to our dog CJ Board, wide receiver for the Giants. Big shout out to Nick Vanette, tight end, Denver, 1 point. Shout out to everybody's favorite NFL player in the world, Keith Smith for Atlanta, 1 point. Shout out to Van Jefferson Jr., wide receiver, 1 point. I'm just literally naming off people that nobody knows. They're just not fantasy relevant whatsoever. No, it's but no, like really, I was messing around, guys. Okay, if you're listening to this, you're like, what is he talking about? I literally left you confused, just like Drew. So Drew's now confused. It's okay. It worked. Yeah, good job. No, Mike Evans, 2 points. That sucks. That hurts a lot.
There was a lot of busts today, wasn't there?
Dude, big time, bro. Like Juju was one of them. We talked about him. Marvin Jones Jr. I know that we had Kenny Galladay there. I thought Marvin would be able to pick up a little bit. How about that throw by Matthew Stafford, dude? I think he was to Amendola. That little shuffle pass, dude. That was insane.
Looking boy.
Yeah, bro. Eric Ebron, 2 points. The tight ends just, Jonnu should have got the Frisker points. We get that. So that's a pass on our DFS picks. Eric Ebron let us down, man.
Tight ends were not my best part of my lineups today.
No. Alexander Madison was not in our picks, but God, that sucks for him. Mark Andrews, 4 points. We talked about this last week, man.
Dude, Madison was such a good play. I ranked him very well. So I got to take a loss there. And
that's cool. And really, that's really the only ones I feel like that were really relevant. Is it RIP Robert Tonyan season? I choose not to believe.
No.
Right. Tonka Tonyan, bro.
Dude, with tight ends, you're never going to see just consistent production week in, week out. You got to hit it on the right week. That's what makes you the whisperer, because you'll pick somebody on the right week.
That's why I was telling people, don't trip, guys. It's okay.
You can't give up unless you're playing.
I will never give up.
Kittle and Kelsey are your only shoe thing, like your only for sure things, right? Maybe Mark
absolutely.
Andrews. Occasionally, Mark Andrews.
100%. Devonta Freeman let us down. 6 fantasy points.
Antonio Gibson kind of let me down. I think he had 12 or 11.
It was still better than old dude. And then, really, other than that, I think that's really all we need to cover for some of these letdowns. And then, of course, we've already pretty much covered the big dogs. Big dogs doing big dog shit. Big dog shit. Big dogs.
I'm joining the best bets. Do that.
Yes, do that with the best bets. On all the way up. All right, and they're still going. We're only in week 6, bro.
Chase is gonna go he's gonna go DM. He's gonna do whatever it takes to make everyone know that he's ranking me number 1, right?
Dude, I've been texting like some people. Like I was texting like some people that got like verified accounts and shit. I was like, look, you ain't reading this. You're fucking up. Like,
did you get any responses?
I did. I literally sent your tweet to somebody today, and I'm not going to say the person's name, but he was literally like, I couldn't view it. I was like, the link's in the fucking tweet.
He wanted the tweet, didn't he?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Like, I was like, you don't need to retweet it. Just go use the picks, and you'll be hooked for life because he's the best sports bettor in the world. I was like, go do it. Literally, there's people in China that can't do shit that he's doing right now. It's insane. And those guys love numbers. They love numbers, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway.
My favorite part is when my favorite part, and this is no knock to me or you, but how much you hype up me and my wins, But I can you can call me and ask me, hey, Drew, like, what do you think about me keeping this guy in or taking him out? And I can be like, you need to do this. And you'll be like, nah, I'm good.
No. That's just because we're telling the world our story. We should tell the world our story.
It's like Chase says I'm like I'm the smartest, best handicapper in the world, but when it comes to his personal lineups, no chance.
Nah, fuck your shit, bro. I don't want to hear that. Straight up. I don't know. This is like it's a gift and a curse. It's actually not a gift, it's just a curse. It's called stubbornness. I used to get whipped with switches for it. But some things never change.
I wouldn't like it if every time you do listen sometimes when you ask.
I mean, because like there's just those little moments where I get to like run those little victory laps around you and be like, "You said no, ha 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 ha."
Yeah, for sure.
It's fun because you're right.
Dude, don't get it twisted. There's times where I have to like call it on, like, man, if I'm dead even on somebody from my process, I'll call you and I'll just be like, "What's your gut say?" And you'll give me a straight answer. It's usually right. So.
We do good. We got a good thing going over here in the garage. So if you're not using Drew's picks in NFL, if you're not checking out our DFS preview video every week, you're fucking up. And that's about it. And then of course NASCAR. You can go check out the NASCAR podcast. Had a really big hit in that today with Joey Logano winning the race plus 1,400. We love it. So we're keeping the NASCAR energy strong. But yeah, this has been the recap for NFL Week 6. We'll be back for NFL Week 7. Enjoy your week, guys. Monday Night Football is tonight. If you're listening to this on Monday, Bills Chiefs going to be huge. Can't wait for this one. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Sports party repeat.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah.
It's the garage, guys. 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 It's the garage, guys.